This On, Season 2, Episode 40, where we watch X on the Beach, Season 5, Episode 1. Now I'm Chris Lorenz.
Robert Kitts.
Harrison Hoffman.
I'm James.
Max on the Beach.
The show sucks.
Man.
MTV's come through yet again.
Rob, you like
They
it?
always do.
I hate all of you.
Yeah, I think we should just be an MTV podcast. I'm going the other way.
Okay.
I was saying we were too much MTV. Now we don't have enough.
True. You can't get enough MTV. That's what I keep saying.
MTV put this on.
Harrison,
definitely-
Yeah.
give us the description.
What happens when 8 smoking hot single guys and girls arrive in paradise for a dream holiday of sun, sea, sex, and good times? If only life were that simple. Because just as things get off to a sizzling start, MTV brings in their exes to break up the party one by one. That's X on the Beach
So-
by MTV UK.
So to give the audience what this actually is, it's BIP, Bachelor in Paradise, but they bring everyone's exes on, and they're all like catty and hate each other.
British Bip. Brit.
Well,
They
The-
definitely hated each other immediately. Like, they saw each other and they're like, we hate you.
Well,
exes.
one thing is this was an all-star season. So
That's true.
Harrison, before you should just what made you and you? I'm gesturing to more than one person.
Yeah.
Recommend this show. What was the set up? How we decided to do this show?
Yeah, so a bunch of us in the pod, I guess everybody but you, watched the premiere of Vendettas last night.
The
Challenge
Vendettas.
The new season of The Challenge.
Much better show.
And there were a few people on the new season of The Challenge from X on the Beach UK. So we had to figure out what it was.
3 people, I believe.
Yeah.
We definitely should have just watched
4.
Season 2.
One was kicked off though. There's the 2 guys and the 2
Oh, but there's
girls.
3 people in this particular season
Yes.
of X on the Beach that are all on Vendettas.
Correct.
Right.
But we only saw one of them in this episode.
That is true. That's a real shame because that was mainly the reason we got hooked
But
on
we
the show.
got the best one out of it, I think.
I think so.
She is great. Kaylee, this ex when she comes is fucking bananas.
Some say, would you dare to call her Crazy Kaylee?
Yeah.
Okay.
Definitely.
Because she introduced herself that way.
She's fucking
On this
crazy.
show or on the challenge?
On the
Vendettas.
challenge.
On the challenge. Okay.
Yeah. She's
I'm
like,
I don't
I'm
remember
Crazy Kaylee. And we're like, oh boy, what's going to happen this season?
I
So-
want to know what she did to get everyone in that house so fucking angry at her. Like immediately. There was 0 chances of anyone being, at least the girls, being nice to her.
Well,
Just like immediately.
There's a couple things we got to queue up. So the first is season 5. We picked this season because we saw the people from the challenge run this season. This was the all-star season of X on the Beach. So all these people were on previous seasons. So that's partly it is that they have history from the old seasons. But they're also talking a lot about how Kaylee is mean on social media. She's one of those people. So there's clearly some outside the show reality star, circle jerk
Bullshit.
stuff going on that has also fanned the flames of Crazy Kaylee hate.
Just behind the scenes, I definitely said we should not do an all-star episode. I just
You
wanna get
were
my
on
2
the
words in
record
here.
when we realized it was an all-star episode that you were like, maybe we shouldn't do this one, and we plowed ahead.
But
We
I
were
do
in too
think
deep.
that
we were in too deep. We had to keep going.
Whoa, after 10 minutes in, yeah, we were too deep.
There was no going back.
But I do think that like the amount of things that happened on the show was accelerated because it was an all-star season. Like a lot of things happen on this.
But I
on
don't
this
know any
premiere.
of these people, and they're just like, they just definitely made an assumption that you knew who these people were.
So time out. I actually want to get this. So when we watched Are You the One, Chris advocated to watch the second episode. He's like, let's get rid of all those intros and meeting everyone and just get into it. So now I'm surprised, Chris, you don't want to do the thing where you get into it and we got to intro everybody first. Because I was on your side with Are You the One.
I don't know. I can't tell you. I feel like when we did Are You the One, it would have been nice to do a double episode because it would have like we got the intros and the actual show. I feel like we might not have done that one the right way, so maybe I'm just like backlashing on that. I don't know. I just didn't. The show is not good, regardless if we watch in a regular episode or not. So I just don't think the show is edited very well. This episode at all. So like, who knows what a season 2 episode would have been edited like?
Maybe it's exactly the same, though.
It could have been.
We-
Who
we-
knows? I
we
don't
do-
know. At
we
least
do have to talk with editing.
it
Yeah.
would have been nice for everyone to show up at the house and like meet each other and like have a conversation. Whereas like now it's just like, oh, they show up and they know each other and they're just like, there's nothing going on in terms of me getting to know any of these characters. Like nothing happened other than like people banging each other.
That
So,
definitely
like-
happened.
So like, I just didn't like the show, and maybe I would have liked another episode where people get to actually know each other. Whereas on like this episode, they like no one got to know anyone, or like they did, but it wasn't shown to us.
Sure.
Right.
Wasn't Chris like previously like on the most of these shows? He's like, well, at least they're all hot. So
But
like,
the girl, there's this girl on the show.
like I feel like on some of these previous shows like this, you're just like, oh yeah, but you know, like at least they're all hot and they're gorgeous and they're all getting along with each other, whatever. And then
Well-
they get that, and then they just immediately start banging each other. And I'm surprised you're not into the show.
Well, so you just said they're hot and they're all getting along with each other. They're everyone
Well-
all getting along with each other.
One of those is
And then-
mostly true.
Chris needs to talk about Jenna. Is it
Gemma.
Jenna?
Gemma, I think.
When we're talking about the they're all hot thing. Chris, go for it.
I don't think almost none of the girls in the show are hot. They're all fake boobs and like catty fucking assholes, like unattractive. And then there's this girl with this fucking neck, Gemma, with this neck tattoo. I've dropped the F-bomb, but it's
Can't
so
do that on the
ugly.
podcast.
It makes everyone else uglier around her. Like I can't even watch.
Whoa!
She's like
Oh,
a
man.
black hole of ugly that.
Anytime
pulls
she's
other-
on the screen, I'm just like I kind of want to look away.
Oh man, that is
She's got like
Wow.
giant eyes on her neck.
I think you got to
it's
describe
just
this
bad.
neck tattoo in more detail. Like,
I don't know. I can't describe it because I keep looking away because it's just so jarring with the
Well,
rest of
to
her.
me, the
it
craziest-
starts at the full sleeves, right? So she has full arm sleeves, both arms, full tats, and they proceed up over the shoulders and into and join at the neck. But full sleeve style across the bottom of her neck.
and the other thing that's crazy about it, but then below the neck
Yeah.
on like the upper chest is no tattoo. So it really looks like it's almost like she's wearing a dress in reverse, where she has the sleeve, like she has this like high necked thing, but then there's nothing right below it. It's very bizarre.
It might be the most insane tattoo I've ever seen. Well, I don't know. Face tattoos are also pretty. those
Yo,
are really
also
nuts.
we're-
How about that other dude with the neck tattoo? That's a pretty insane.
So let's talk about Bear's
Let's talk
neck
about
tattoo.
Bear, yeah.
I wasn't done talking about the other
Oh,
tattoo.
Okay,
keep
Gemma,
going,
Gemma,
Chris,
Gemma.
keep going.
She's also wearing a bikini the whole time. So maybe if she's wearing a dress like with the tattoos lining up with like an actual outfit, might not look so jarring. But with her wearing nothing, and these are literally her only tattoos we can really see. She might have some small ones elsewhere that aren't really visible, but it's just like. And then Bear also has the neck tattoo, which is also not as egregious, but
What does
Not
his
good.
neck tattoo say?
it's what was it?
Be the best.
Be the best, and it was be something.
That's so.
Gotta
That's
be the
that's a
best.
pretty insane tattoo too.
Just right there on the neck. You just see it every morning. You wake up. Just be the best.
Be the best.
And it's not like something you could easily cover up either.
He's
You gotta
He's,
be wearing, like, a
not trying to cover
turtleneck.
that up. He's proud of that.
You have to wear a full turtleneck to cover that thing up.
I'm not sure if full turtleneck even fully covered it up. It was going right up to his ear and stuff. I was kind of hoping his name was Bear that it actually he had his own name tattooed
Oh, I
on
would
his neck.
have loved that too. I
But-
thought that too because it was like that's a giant bee. His name is Bear. I could totally see that being something Bear, but it was not.
I feel like there was a lot of tattoos just in general of a lot of people on the show. I mean, these were the most standoutish for sure.
The other tattoos I didn't think were anything like.
Yeah, they were very reasonable compared to the most insane tattoos that we have ever seen.
I'm not sure that's true.
No?
We watched.
Oh, yeah. We did watch that show. What was that show?
Ink
Uh,
Master.
Oh, God.
No,
Oh.
I was thinking of the
Impractical
British
Joke?
Roman.
Broman.
Bromans?
Oh, Bromans.
Oh wow, we've seen a lot of weird tattoos.
I mean, the tattoo where somebody got somebody's face on their chest and it was just a bad tattoo.
That was not good.
That's probably the worst tattoo.
That was the
that was
Ink Master
Jaden
one.
Smith.
No,
Yeah. That's Impractical Jokers?
No, that was
No,
the
there's
Ink
Ink
Master.
Masters.
So
Ink
Ink
Masters. Someone
Masters-
got their daughter's face tattooed on themselves, and it did not look great.
Oh.
At least the Jaden Smith tattoo looks really good for
Yeah.
what it is.
What, the
Like,
Jan
it's-
Smith tattoos was Impractical Jokers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was, wow, that was, he still has that tattoo. Because it's a tattoo. He's so screwed.
Oh.
Oh, man, that'd be the worst part of that.
Having it?
I feel like he gets
Yeah.
paid enough to have that Jaden Smith tattoo.
But, like, it's tattooed on him forever.
I mean, he can remove it if he wants.
I guess. I don't know.
I mean, as long as you have that show, you can't.
where
remove
was it again? It was like on his
It
butt
was,
or something.
It was on like the back of his thigh, kind of.
Man,
Yeah,
it's got to
upper
be
thigh.
really weird. Like, you're bringing somebody back to your place. And you're like, check this out.
James Smith.
So we still doing this? No. Okay, there she goes.
Is that a Jaden Smith tattoo? No.
Why would you say that?
All right, let's pull it back to this.
All right,
show.
tattoos.
Let's
A
pull it
lot of
back.
tattoos on the
What
show.
was the
What else
insane
was?
tattoo in Bromans?
Oh,
The
God
main
damn it.
dude had like
Let's
Gotta
pull
move
it.
on.
We're pulling it back. We're,
All right.
we're off the tattoo game.
It was
right
like
now.
Red Bull.
I have
or
another
something. It was a
question.
Red Bull tattoo.
Oh yeah, dude.
Doctor
Red
had the
Bull
Red
tattoo.
Bull logo.
Oh my
How could we
God.
forget?
We never tweeted at Doctore, did we?
Nah.
Doctora, that's his name.
We dropped the ball
All
on
right,
that
let's
one.
pull it back.
All
Chris.
right, so they got all 8 people show up. Is it 8 people?
8 people.
They
8 guys,
Ocho.
8 girls.
No.
No.
4
Four
guys, 4 girls, total of 8 people.
So they show up at this house separately.
Well, they show up on the beach.
They show up on the beach. They meet. They go back to the villa. Well, 2 people go on a date.
2 people go on a
How
date.
would you describe this house?
It is baller. Like, I'm jealous of people at this house. Like,
It's
it's
insane.
fucking like they're like on a cliff in this like white like mansion with a pool, and like they've got like normally these houses have single beds.
I was gonna
But
ask.
this place has baller queen beds all over the place.
How many queen beds do you think there are?
I was hoping that there was just 4, and then everyone has to shack up.
It definitely sort of implies like there's some there's not a ton of extra beds, but there is the penthouse.
Yeah, and then there's the penthouse, the bang room, which the first night the iPad of Doom or whatever the fuck they called it.
The tablet of doom.
We gotta talk about the Tablet of Doom for a second, maybe.
Well, can we finish
not,
the sex penthouse?
Not the whole thing, but basically
Well, yeah.
there's just this red tablet that just randomly shows up and just gives instructions about crazy stuff that's about to happen.
Because there's no host. There's just a talk over.
Yeah.
Narrator.
Like the tablet is the host of the show, basically. All right, go for it.
So well, it's just the producer's tool without having to like have TJ.
There's no
Lavin.
TJ Lavin.
for sure.
TJ the tablet is what we're gonna call
Who's TJ UK?
the tablet.
There is none. There's just the tablet.
It's
No, but
TJ
like-
the tablet.
Like if there was gonna be a TJ on the show, who would you put?
It's Gordon Ramsay. Every host in
All right.
the UK is Gordon Ramsay.
So the second thing the tablet says is picks a girl and says pick a guy to go with you in the penthouse
And have a fun time or
and
something.
have a fun time.
Enjoy the night. Yeah.
And she picks like some guy named what?
Gaz.
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 So we
Do we got to talk about Gaz's intro video real quick?
Sure, go for it.
If you can recall it.
You'll recall it when I tell you
Oh, that one.
oh yeah.
that
Please
he's
do.
basically banging a coconut,
Oh yeah.
And then what's the next shot after that?
drinking the coconut.
Very weird sequence of shots. Not the best
That
for
was
that guy.
definitely on purpose. The producers were like, "Hey, why don't you drink that coconut? Hey, it'd be
Why don't
funny
you put
if you were
your-
like, put the coconut, look like you're banging it, yeah?
Yeah.
Like that'd be funny, right? And you just interject the coconut the scenes the other way. It looks
Reverse
really
it.
gross. Yeah. So then the next morning, Gaz is like, "Yeah, we just had sex. It was just sex. It doesn't mean anything to me." And I'm like, "Okay, well, this show is definitely taking these things to like 1,000 miles an hour versus like American TV shows. You're watching The Bachelor for what, 3 months, 4 months before like the banging starts happening?
Yeah, like literally in this show, like somebody dropped an iPad off on the couch that said that this girl could just pick whatever guy she wanted to go bang. So she's like that guy, and they just went and banged in the penthouse
In the sex room.
It was insane.
Did banging happen on the first episode of Are You the One this season? In any case,
Not
like,
sure.
American television is a lot more like, reserved.
You gotta have
Oh,
that
yeah.
pomp and circumstance.
Fucking Puritans.
That UK
Well,
less violence, more sex is definitely
So-
the UK TV motto.
right. I mean, so also in the intro shots, lot of skin
Oh my
and a lot of
God.
very close up pans of it's just a bit like the shortest look at a face you've ever seen, and then just right to the boobs.
You can't even
panning
see
down
who
to the
these
crotch.
people are, really. They're
Mostly crotch shots.
A lot of crotch shots.
just a lot
in
of
this show.
chest and crotch.
Yeah.
shots.
One of which, one of the girls was wearing a bikini bottom that had a zipper where I
I was gonna bring that
don't
up.
think
when
I've
we
ever
get to
seen.
it.
Oh man, I'm sorry I stole the thunder, but What's that zipper doing there? That's an insane bikini.
That was Crazy Kaylee, by the way.
Oh man,
It was definitely Crazy Kaylee.
So yeah, the first
And
shot you see of this girl as she washes up on this beach is her walking out of the water, zipping up a bikini. I don't think it's a functional zipper. I think it's there
It definitely
purely-
was a They showed it, and there was definitely.
I mean,
pubic
it
hairs.
zipped. but-
What?
You didn't see this?
No.
Yeah, dude, it was right up and in there. It was a lot of.
Oh,
saw
man.
way too much of Crazy Kaylee.
I don't recall the people.
I don't remember seeing anything
was
through
definitely a
the
shot.
zipper.
There's definitely a slow zip up. It was too much,
Wow.
and that was
can't
everybody's
even-
intro shot. It's just right to the crotch.
You can't even pee that way.
It's not for that.
I don't think that's.
Oh boy.
Oh man!
So that's the intros.
So like Bear also comes in and is trying to chat out some chicks. Bear is another guy,
And
and
doesn't
he says he trying to get somebody in the box of Bear, which is the his what he calls the love zone. Which I
I'm
thought
glad
was
you wrote
kind
that
of
one
funny.
down
Someone
because
in
I
the box of
totally
bear.
forgot about it.
Yeah, I definitely have to write some of these things down because we definitely
There was
not
too
remember
many.
that.
Some of these guys were a little difficult to understand too. Like they had some thick British accents that were
They talking a little. They're talking a little
quick,
fast.
and they were
Yeah.
talking quick.
And a lot of them are like weird regional accents, not like the
Oh, yeah.
normal
What, and-
London British.
So it's kind of funny because since some of these people are on the challenge now, some of these people were just subtitled on the challenge.
Oh yeah.
Which is kind of interesting.
and they kept kind of throwing down this like I assumed to be a compliment, but when a bunch of the guys are talking about the girls, they just be like, "Yeah, bro, she's real fit," and they just kept
Oh, yeah.
saying that. That was my best effort at that accent.
That was pretty
terrible. But yeah, that was
It must just be a British
it's the British
expression
hot.
for hot.
Yeah,
It definitely is.
Yeah.
So a lot of the show is just them lounging around, and the iPad comes in like in the show every like couple minutes. But
Yeah.
I feel like this show is moving.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
like
A lot of liquor, a lot of shots. were
Like
getting
I
drank.
was when the show started, I was kind of like, well, are they just gonna be like just sitting in this house all the time? Like, what's gonna happen in the show? But then this iPad just keeps dropping in, and things just start happening.
They just
there's
keep
like
banging
a lot
each
of,
other. is
There's a
all that
lot of
happens.
dates that happen.
Well, they got to go to the beach, which is kind
Well,
of the other
there's
piece of the
the-
show. We didn't really.
Yeah, we didn't get there, but they're like going on dates too, like,
Right.
And they show like literally like 10 seconds of these dates,
And then they're
just,
banging.
They're just like, yeah, we went and hung out over here, and then we came back, and you're like, okay, well,
Pretty
like,
much.
That's I guess you got a lot of good footage out of that date. They're just hanging out, not talking.
The only footage of the date they showed was the guy massaging her butt.
Oh yeah.
And then he's like, "Want to bang?" And then they go and bang, and they come back. to the show.
I don't know if they actually banged. They just
That's
made out in the
true.
hot tub.
Right.
was true.
And Olivia.
Yes, very well.
Yeah. Do you want to tee up the other people on the show? Does it really
who cares?
matter?
No.
A lot of them just don't
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
do
we
anything.
We talked about Bear, Gemma, and Crazy Kaylee. Those are the ones we got.
Well, there was who's the one that was Kaylee that fought with like right away? What was her name?
Jen.
Jess.
Jen.
Jen, Jess, something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jess. I think it was Jess. Yeah.
I don't really know what their history was,
I
but
didn't really.
They didn't queue up the history.
but it seemed like basically. So, all right, so maybe we should talk about how the
Yeah.
X's are going to
Yeah,
work.
do-
so we
do the
can-
X's thing.
Okay, so the whole thing with the show is that there's all these people living in this house, and then occasionally one of their exes walks out of the water and onto the
They
beach.
don't actually walk out of the
I know, but I'm setting up a little bit.
He's
One
being
of
the
their
producer for the show.
One of their exes walks out of the water and onto the beach and joins them in the house. So sometimes this iPad of doom will be like, hey, these three people, you got to go down to the beach. So they have like three kind of, beach lounge chairs set up. And they just kind of sit there for a while just speculating about who could be and being super nervous.
And drinking.
And drinking.
Gotta be drinking.
Gotta be drinking. And then they tease this
so
in
long.
the worst
So
way
bad.
in so long. Like they do these weird cuts where they're just like flipping between like this weird color filter and like
I can't even watch it.
they keep doing this weird.
I think it's supposed to be blood red, as like
It's like
with
a horror
the,
movie.
So
When
she
you see
likes
the
some sort of
title of the
Jaws.
show, it's got like a Jaws vibe. Then it's like there's something scary coming out of the water, and so I think it's
Yeah.
supposed to be like blood, but it's so weird.
Yeah, it's very
It's
strange.
very quick cuts. I can't. I literally like couldn't watch it.
I don't think an epileptic should watch this show.
No,
That's
definitely
true.
not.
Warning out there.
Yeah.
Be careful.
So then eventually they finally show the person, and then they have this other shot that's clearly shot like at some other time of them like walking out of the water, like, you know, super sexy. And this is when we get that zipper crotch shot.
Oh, yeah.
From Kaylee coming out of the water. But then like the next shot is just that person, is just the ex just walking down the beach and be like, oh hey guys, like it's just like it's like there's no
There's
continuity.
usually no fanfare either.
Yeah.
There's just they're like, hey guy. Then the person who's their exes realize they're like, oh, it's you.
Yeah, exactly.
That's it.
Yeah, there's no are you the one like producer fanfare.
Yeah, they
in
need a
this
little
show.
slow mo there where you
They
s-
need
you see
like
them walk in.
they need like the light ceremony. They need like the truth booth kind of like situation.
Yeah.
Or if they had like a host, you have them show up to the host, and the host, you know, introduces them and stuff. you know?
So and it's a weird like Chris Harrison moment.
Yeah,
Like,
this is the most bippy part of the show that we've
Yeah.
seen so far, because there's the people already in the house, and then we're introducing a new element that could potentially shake up the relationships. And
Yeah.
stuff like
But the next episode, somebody gets to kick somebody off.
So that's what I want to get. Like, Bip, the elimination was you basically had to hook up. That, you know, there'd be an imbalance of guys and girls, and you had to get picked by whoever had fewer. So I'm really curious how the elimination works here. Is it just totally random that the iPad just like, Chris, you get to vote out whoever you want, or is it? I don't know.
I don't know.
Who
You
I
knows?
gotta
wish
watch
we'd
it.
seen an elimination.
Whoever
I'm-
doesn't bang.
I'm not gonna find out. I mean, you're welcome to.
That's why I think the bed thing would be great if there was like only enough beds, but one person was no bed.
So it's like musical chairs, but with beds.
Right.
What if there was
That
a
sounds
three-way?
amazing.
Yeah.
That's basically Bip.
Bit. Man, yeah. So that's kind of the exes thing. So Kaylee came out in the first one. And that's Bear's ex.
But surprisingly, the ex was like the most excited to see her.
Yeah, exactly. He's like, oh, this is great. And he's
This
like,
is great. I
I'm
get
going
some-
after that girl. Problem is, like later that day, that guy's roommate banged her in the same room.
I don't think
Did they bang?
They said they didn't.
They-
bang.
They were in the same bed.
Sure.
I feel like they would have shown some camera footage if they were banging.
So I thought Kaylee sleeps in Jordan's bed, which is literally beside Bear's bed. And I thought she said the next morning, didn't touch him all night, but we did go like around the corner and had a quick bang or something.
Oh man.
No, what I remember her saying is that he had a small, bulge at some point. That's like,
so
yeah.
she said a small bulge.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought he was talking about something else.
no. There was just spooning action, I think.
Oh boy.
Okay.
Well,
Was what-
it
was
seemed
what
like they
happened.
might have banged. Jury's out on that one.
They definitely
I mean,
high-five before they went to bed. Like,
pretty
what
good.
was it? Jordan, whatever the dude.
Jordan
is.
Bear.
Yeah,
So
they're
do
just
you
like,
think
all right,
that-
man, woo.
Do you think she didn't have a bed, or she just doesn't want to sleep alone, or like she's politicking?
I
to
think
the
she's
next level?
politicking.
Yeah, I think regardless if she had a bed or not, she's politicking there.
All right.
Man.
Weren't they
So-
Team Smash? Was that their nickname?
Oh yeah.
Jordan's
That was-
reference Team Smash, I
Yeah.
think that's just him.
Yeah, I think he is He's
He
the
is
one man Team Smash.
So you got the box of Bear, and then you've got Team Smash.
But Team Smash is one person.
Yeah, that's him.
Oh man.
Team Smash is back.
Well, I mean, he
Wow.
doesn't smash alone. Once
Oh.
you're in the Smash
Oh,
zone,
it's like a temporary team. He's
Yeah.
who's ever
You're not-
banging
you're
is
not-
on
he's-
Team Smash, or they're not on Team Smash.
Yeah.
I got it.
Great.
So do you think he asked people if they want to be on Team Smash tonight?
Sure.
That's his, like his pickup line.
Doubtful.
Is it the
Sure.
pickup line or is it the post line?
I think that's
It's like,
the hey,
congratulations,
wanna
you
bang
made
line.
Team Smash.
Yeah.
Team Smash?
That
Question
that's
mark?
way more likely than do you want to join Team Smash?
Mm.
It's like congratulations, you're on Team Smash tonight.
Mm.
Anyway, Kaylee comes in and gives this, I guess, some insult that gets this house all riled up. Confetti condom gone wrong
Oh yeah.
is what she calls somebody.
She called your neck tattoo girl.
Was it the neck tattoo? I
Yeah.
feel like
It
it
was
was somebody
100%.
else, and the neck tattoo person also took offense because that's a
Ooh.
terrible thing to say.
I think it was neck tattoo person, and I think she was talking about the neck tattoo.
The neck tattoo person definitely was really pissed about this. So like,
It's probably because
it probably was about her. I don't really know. They would just there's no subtitles for these things. I don't know. No idea.
No, they did subtitle the
They
condom
could-
line to make sure we knew what it was.
It's like make sure it's confetti condom face. What was it?
Yeah, confetti condom face.
Confetti
Nailed it.
condom gone wrong.
Oh, confetti condom.
Ooh,
Which
boy.
later we learn is a used condom, I think.
Yeah, that's definitely
Yeah.
what it seemed like.
Yeah, so that starts out a lot of drama in this, and that was a great line. I might start using that line.
Oh no.
No one's gonna know what a confetti condom is, so
Well, then you can explain.
Let me explain
It's
this
like a party
insult
thing.
to
just
you.
Google it. You know, It's one of
Just
those
watch
insults.
Urban Dictionary.
X on the Beach, season 5, episode 1. It'll set it right up. for
It
you.
might be a British thing though.
It might
It's
be.
probably a British thing. It's
'Cause
like
I feel
fit.
like you wouldn't be
It's the
that
opposite
insulted.
of fit.
You,
Yeah, I don't think you call someone fit that you
It's
also
like-
call it confetti condom.
You got fit, and on the other spectrum, you've got confetti condom. That's just when someone's ugly. Oh no.
Oh,
are you
no.
sure? I feel like it could be some sort of like you are kind of a mistake.
Oh.
Yeah.
Dark.
Oh.
There's like a dark spectrum here.
Wow, this is really getting.
Which is why I think it would be pretty insulting.
Oh yeah. It's we definitely can agree it's insulting.
Yeah, but why? Like, all right.
Like, I don't know where else you want to go on that one.
The host is
But it's
reeling it back
definitely-
in.
It's definitely
He's
like,
reeling himself back in.
like we
I
agree.
just don't know what. We don't need to have that kind of combo
No.
on here. So there's a shot in the show where like this dude was just spraying a ton of cologne down his pants, and I was just like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
blew me away. I was just like, what the fuck is going on?
Was it the same guy that then there was a shot of him just sitting on the couch, clearly with his hand down his pants?
You know,
Could be.
Sometimes we get an itch down there. I don't know. He's not wearing a lot.
He's not wearing a lot. That's true.
All these people are just wearing bathing suits 100%.
And you're also on camera constantly, so like that camera's gonna catch the one time you're scratching yourself. 'Cause
I
it
have a feeling he might be scratching himself a lot.
could be. It could
Right.
From the
It's not like there wasn't anybody else around. There was two other dudes on the couches in the same room.
Sure.
You know.
That's true. But I bet you it smells great, though.
It's real itchy though. I don't know about that. I don't know if that cologne's been rated for a dick.
It's not dick rated.
Not dick approved.
Okay.
I mean, is he not shaving down there? I must be just trimming.
Are we
If he's
sure-
shaving down there. It's
Are we
gonna
sure
be
it was cologne and not like medicine for some kind of rash situation? And that's
Maybe-
why
I have
there's
no
the itch?
idea. You guys were the one that told me it was cologne.
Maybe
I
it's
was
like
he's just
pube
spraying shit
conditioner.
down his.
It was definitely cologne. It was like a cologne bottle. It was definitely cologne.
Yeah, that's how you disguise it. For when you're trying to bang everyone.
Oh my
Yeah, no, definitely. You don't want it to be too obvious. You got to spray some medicine down there. If You're trying to
Jesus.
bang everyone.
Sure, that's reasonable.
But if you're also banging everyone, it's more likely, there's something going on down there. Just,
You got to use that confetti condom then.
odds are going up with confetti condoms. Man, we
Oh.
gotta move
So
on.
so how many how many times do we see people bang in this episode?
Well, there
Once?
was
The only confirmed
sex
bang, I
penthouse.
think, was Gemma and Gaz.
Penthouse.
Penthouse. Yeah.
Are they only allowed to bang in the penthouse?
Probably not.
Definitely not.
They're definitely
Like,
encouraging it,
They
right?
want as much
They have
banging as
queen
possible.
beds,
right?
or at least full beds.
Definitely least full.
So like you don't give people full beds.
Yeah.
Be like, oh, okay, you're only allowed to bang in this king size bed over here.
It's not like the producer's going to come in and be like, "No, you got to stop."
Yeah, they have
They
a little-
did for that one.
Well, for the
thing, though.
fight.
There was some kind of fight. Well, it wasn't like a swinging fight. It was just kind of like a little bit of shoving.
Yeah, well,
and-
that's the producers broke it up and didn't kept kicking one off.
right.
I mean, there is the one girl that says she was here 2 days and came 8 times.
Thanks to Gaz.
Thanks
That
to
was Gemma.
That's your pal Gemma.
Gaz. my pal.
It
Yeah.
all comes back to Gemma.
Yeah.
Gemma MVP.
Oh,
All right. Are we
Gemma
good for
just-
ratings now? Do we have
Well,
anything else to say?
So the show ends with they send 3 women back down to the beach and some guy shows up. And that's where the episode ends.
Yeah.
Right.
And so
It was a really
all the
bad-
drama
and it was
that-
neck tattoo girl that was like freaking the hell.
Oh
out.
yeah, it was neck tattoo.
it all comes back to
girls.
Gemma. Yeah. It
Yeah.
was
What
Gemma's
was it like
ex.
Harley? Like
Howley.
some-
Holly.
Holly
Now, not spelt
with an H.
Holly. like
It's
you
like
normally think.
Yeah.
HIRLEY.
Something like that.
I thought it was HAWLEY.
Holly.
Good job, Max.
Holly.
Yeah.
Good job, team.
Yeah.
Yeah. So don't know what kind of drama Holly brought. Holly was not in the challenge, so.
But-
and there was no elimination, so
No.
we don't know how.
We
exactly that
we
works.
really didn't get any. We didn't get anything if we cheated. We wanted to get some backstory for the Vendetta people, and we.
I think-
all we
I
know
think
is Kayla wore that crazy zipper bikini.
We got some good Kaylee.
That was good.
I'm
That was
actually a
good.
lot more excited for Kaylee being on this season of the challenge now, having seen some of the craziness she's
Yeah.
created
So
on this show.
I think we did get data on Kaylee because they showed Kaylee had a best friend, and then was it Kaylee banged the best friend's man, or was
Yeah.
it the best friend banged
Melissa, yeah.
Melissa? And
yeah.
Melissa's the other one on the challenge,
right.
Yeah.
Right.
Exactly.
So there's some backstory there.
We
And
saw like a little
You said
clip.
Melissa and Kaylee have the vendetta against
Yeah.
each other.
Because Melissa stole Kaylee's boyfriend.
So we got a little. So on the quick
fair.
recap, we got a little bit, which you probably wouldn't have gotten watching that season because that probably wasn't in episode 1.
Do you think they're showing like the challenge on MTV UK now, and that's like sort of why they're dialing?
Oh, it
these
could
guys
be.
in?
100%.
That's great.
Interesting.
I feel like that bringing these people in is a good idea. There's a lot of politicking in the show.
Oh, yeah.
and they're also very. I mean, they're working out a lot. I don't know how strong they are.
Are
So,
they
like,
fit?
I don't know,
Well, I mean-
guess. Well, the guys are.
Spoiler alert for episode 1 of the new season of the challenge, but one of the guys from the show came in first place in that physical challenge.
and one of the guys from
Oh.
the show came in last place.
That is true too. That is true.
Oh.
Yeah.
But,
so I do think that, I have a little more appreciation for Kaylee, I guess, and like what the show is bringing to the challenge. But
What's your rating, Chris?
low, very low.
Bottom? Are we talking bottoms?
Definitely bottom.
Whoa.
It's not. I
Wow.
mean, I'm trying to move away from this James rating, but
After Scott
we're just going bottom.
threw the James rating under
Scott
the
really
bus.
threw him off here.
Yeah, I don't. It's so low.
Okay. James.
It's lower than BIP, I think.
wow.
Wow.
Whoa.
It can't be lower than BIP.
That's
It's
shocking.
just so like the editing was so bad.
Yeah.
Like just the production value was so bad. What's your ranking, Rob?
I'm putting it in the bottom third, but like there's definitely some entertaining parts to it. But like this is definitely one of these shows where we got a solid 20 minutes of content and it got dragged out way too much.
But
by
it was
weird
like
editing
2
and stuff.
days worth of content. It was like 2 or 3 days of the show. So it was like, because like the whole day before the extra showed up, and then like another day when the other X showed up. So it's like,
But like there was the reveal of the next X coming. There's so much
it was
fake build up and the weird clips of the thing. I think that's just a killer. Like it doesn't make you want to watch more of the show.
Yep.
Max, you can give it to me.
I hate to say it, but bottom third, top of the bottom. There was entertainment.
All right, Harrison.
Yeah, I mean this one's a little bit tricky because I think that like the concept and content of the show is actually pretty good. Like
Yeah.
like I like the format of it. Like it seems interesting. The editing definitely kills it. I mean like a lot of stuff happened in this episode. So there's a lot of good, interesting content, like things happening. The editing is just so bad that it just makes it hard to watch it. So like, I just don't think I can really enjoyably watch the show, even though the things happening on it might be kind of interesting. So I think that that's going to be bottom third.
Oh man,
It's right
I
there on
could
the
s-
line.
Wow.
You couldn't see, but in Harrison's face was real struggling here.
I was
Harrison
I was
might
right on that
be-
bottom middle line. So
That MTV fanboy over here.
I don't know. Like
If the show was on,
I think with the
like
right
VH1, I feel like it's an immediate bottom third.
I think with the right director, it'd be pretty good.
But this is season 5, though. It's not season 1.
No, I know. I get it.
He's just calling the director out. That's all.
I put it in the bottom third. What more do you want from me?
I want you to
Is it all bottoms so
emphatically
far?
want it in
Yeah.
the bottom
James,
third.
James, where are you?
Wow, I can't believe all bottoms.
I was thinking middle, but I went bottom.
In a twist, I'm gonna go with 6 on this. So it's
so that's the middle third,
bottom
bottom
of the middle.
Okay.
So middle tier, bottom. I think actually MTV gets a couple of points on this one. They're bringing pretty good music to this, so the soundtrack's pretty good.
Oh yeah.
Oh, we didn't talk about that. There's
Right.
a
Yeah.
lot of
Lot of
very
good songs.
recent
MTV
music on this.
Popular
And like
music
very,
stuff's
very
going.
expensive songs. There's like a
Yeah.
Taylor Swift song in there for like not very long, for like in an uneventful scene.
Oh yeah,
It's like
that
very,
definitely
very
happens.
strange.
So I feel like the music gives it a couple bonus points. The house is pretty ballin'. There's a lot of interesting content. Terrible editing, like the worst editing. And like the people are all pretty nuts. So I think it's kind of interesting. So I'm going in the middle, but it again,
I feel
it's on
like
the lower
if-
side mostly because of the editing. It's just
I feel like
terrible.
if you gave these people some time, like the show would be fun. But like, I'm just not willing to do it because the editing is so bad.
sure.
Like one of the problems I really have with this episode particularly is like they didn't intro the people well at all.
Yeah, I think this whole Arso thing. You're totally right. It's really hard to come in on like this. Probably isn't the right season to try to get
Yeah.
into this show. Like another one that's a normal one would probably be much better.
Yeah.
So
It doesn't
maybe
fix
that's
the editing.
maybe who put this on pro tip. Don't start on season 5.
maybe by season 7 they'll fix the editing. Maybe we should check that
Right,
out.
maybe skip forward a couple. They're
Yeah.
on-
You feel
yeah.
free, Harrison. Feel free.
But then you want to have Crazy Kaylee.
Well,
That's true.
I think this segs well into a thing. They're making X on the Beach US.
Oh, they are. Oh boy.
Here are 3 of the guys.
Where's it gonna be? What beach? We never did.
Demario?
Not tomorrow.
You know
Oh,
who the
shit.
people are.
I know some of them. We have Are You the One season 6 heartthrob Joe.
Okay.
We got we got Derek H, who was Tori's ex,
Okay.
and we got Corey.
Corey's on it?
Oh, that's
baby.
great for Corey.
Harrison's in.
That's too
Harrison's
good.
Definitely watching
So
that show.
I think if they bring
That's
like,
Corey's game, yo.
if they bring an American sensibility to it, the challenge sensibility to it, maybe it'll be good.
I don't know. We've seen
Oh,
some bad
man.
MTV shows
Oh, yeah.
on real MTV, not just UK
in
MTV.
90s house.
I'm
Nice
ready for
house.
this.
90s house. yeah.
Oh, that was real.
Siesta Key.
Let's not
Real
list all the bad
shit.
MTV shows we watched.
Where did Fear Factor
are
fall
we-
in? That's pretty low, right?
Oh,
Yeah.
and it has a host. It's Little Romeo.
It's Lil Romeo. Lil Romeo was on Champs vs. Stars.
Yes, he was.
Oh man, Lil Romeo almost quit Champs vs. Stars because he got into an altercation with somebody.
Nazi
Riff Raff?
And no, it was one of the challenge people. I think Zach or something. It's crazy.
Oh my
So
God.
speaking of the U.S. versus U.K., like there was definitely a lot of skin in this show, but there was nothing that was technically like bare breasts.
The
or anything like that.
pasties one.
Are we surprised by this? There wasn't sort of more skin. That it wasn't a naked attraction situation. on
I'm
the
not
show.
surprised.
It's still MTV, I guess, and it's still I don't know.
Yeah, I don't think Naked Attraction's on MTV.
It's definitely not an MTV.
I feel like they only have the naked stuff real late at night, like
Hmm.
10 or 11. So maybe they want to have this more prime time, so you don't have that kind of.
I feel like this. I feel like they totally could have had nudity on this show.
Like naked attraction's not just on at like 2 p.m. in the UK. That's just like
I don't think
after
so.
school. It's good wholesome.
When I
program.
was over there, I saw it on. It was at like 11 p.m.
Okay.
Or like really late at night. But I don't know. I don't live there, so like.
You don't live there?
It's just like I don't know.
Why not?
That's a good question. Why am I here? It's time to go.
Where are you going?
Oh, there he
All right.
goes.
There goes the
So, Challenge Vendettas started.
It did. It's a big night last night.
Vendettas.
It was a big MTV night last night.
Oh gosh.
We'll get into the other show, I think, after.
Oh gosh.
I thought it was a decent intro. Like I like to. There's a lot of new people, a lot more politicking.
I definitely like that there's a lot of new people.
This last
Crazy
season
Kaylee.
there wasn't enough politicking.
No, definitely not.
was
Except for
kinda
Corey.
boring.
Except for Corey, of course.
Well, Corey got kicked off first, so like,
Corey's kicked off first, was he?
yeah, he was.
Corey's kicked off first on Dirty 30. And, oh man.
Yeah, the first guy at least. I don't know if he was first girl.
Didn't Corey sleep with like 3 girls on Dirty 30?
Yeah, they were all in like the first episode.
He was kicked out early, but he wasn't kicked
Jesus.
out first.
He was in that redemption house.
Jesus. Oh well, yeah. I guess the Redemption House complicates things a little bit.
Yeah. Oh man.
Okay. Do we think there's a Redemption House in Vendettas?
No.
Somebody's face of a close up looked like they thought there might be.
I saw that.
I don't know. Yeah. So what's the scoop on this one? A quick scoop.
So, as is tradition with the challenge, we don't really know what the format of the season is yet. So
Playing for
it's
some
called
money.
it's called Vendettas, and kind of the only thing we really know about the format is that everybody on the show has some kind of a vendetta with one or more other people on the show, and they're playing for $500,000.
They don't seem to be playing as pairs though.
It doesn't seem so. When I heard them announce Vendettas, I thought it was just going to be Rivals 4, where you get paired up with your rival, but it doesn't seem like it's that. It seems like you might get to compete against somebody that you have a vendetta with, which seems like a
Well,
like
some
a good
people's
option.
vendettas are gone. So like,
Yeah, some people's vendettas
Right.
just lost.
Well,
in
it
the
was
first.
a free for all in the first one, right? Guys versus girls, all straight up.
Yeah, exactly. It like there was this insane challenge that was like consisted of like them staying up all night holding this ammo box and then like running up a mountain basically, and then like the worst guy and worst girl just had to go home.
it was a good challenge.
It was a good one, yeah. So we lost an X on the beach guy and we lost Nicole.
Nicole R.
Yeah, not peanut butter Nicole.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yep, there you have it. Vendettas.
As we watched a couple months ago, I guess at this point, we watched Floribama Shore, and I gave it, I'd watch a couple episodes, and I have been continuing watching. I haven't watched the most latest one, but like, the show is definitely grown on me. The people are pretty crazy, and I enjoy watching their antics. So there's been some more peeing incidents, which is always good.
I think there's been a lot of
They're
incidents on that
peeing
show.
everywhere.
There's a lot of peeing, a lot of bar fights.
They're
a lot
like
of them trying to find cheap drinks,
constantly fighting.
constantly bickering and fighting, and constantly banging a lot of the friends or trying to bang a lot of the friends.
Oh, the bang and the friends.
That's
the
kinda-
friends showing up has added a whole new
That's the
element.
best part of that whole show.
Oh yeah,
So like, hey, my friend's in from out of town, and they're definitely gonna bang someone in the house
Oh
when they
my
come.
god.
Oh, definitely happened.
Yeah.
oh man.
And they went yeah, they went to that one bar to get like 75-cent drafts. This guy was like so excited. The show made it seem like he was so excited to get these drafts, and they show up, no 75-cent drafts.
It was a $2
Yeah,
draft,
$2
and he
beer.
lost his mind.
Yeah.
Oh man,
Was this Cody Butts?
that was Cody.
It was Cody.
It was Cody.
Shocker.
In a previous episode, they went to a place that had dollar drafts. They proceeded to do a lot of that in Jameson, and then got in a lot of bar fights,
Uh-oh.
as one would expect at a dollar draft place. Cody said, and then those people showed up, referring to dollar draft people,
Oh man.
which
What?
we now know he is a 75-cent draft. Basically, he's referring to people that go out and seek cheap draft beers.
So people like him.
people like him, exactly.
Got it.
when he says those people, he means the people that came and them.
Right,
Oh, okay,
them
okay.
included.
Like they are. I don't know if he was including them, but
No.
he should be
He
because
should
they
be.
are.
He definitely wasn't, but he clearly should be.
Got it.
Oh, there was that. There was the fancy dinner.
The fancy dinner was great.
That was hilarious.
It's Cody Butts.
Cody
Cody
Butts.
Butts.
Cody
Cody
Butts
Butts
and
like
Amy.
looks at this menu, is like, I can't read this menu. Nothing on this menu makes sense.
You know, there's no pictures.
There's-
all these fancy words. You know, you go to Applebee's and they got pictures there and descriptions. They tell you what's spicy, what's
you
not.
you forgot the best line of that. You were like, and these other fancy restaurants like Applebee's and Outback, and it was
Oh
like,
my
oh my
God.
god, they got pictures on the menu, or they got pictures on the wall. Like, how am I supposed to order if I don't know what I'm getting?
Jesus.
And like Amy was like, "There's 2 forks here. Which fork am I supposed to use?"
Why do I do
Yeah.
four?
Chris, your southern accent has improved
Oh
remarkably.
yeah, he's been working. He's been watching a lot of Floribama Shore.
I mean,
since
like,
moving in.
it's a great show that it pop on while I'm playing video games,
Okay.
just like to absorb the craziness that happens.
Well, and that's the thing with that show is it's like, it's not that like the stuff they're like, I don't know. It's not like there's like a great plot or anything. It's just like these people are all just insane, and it's
Yeah.
great. There's like I don't know what 8
What-
people in a house, and it's just all kinds of nuts and insane situations that happen. You can't believe what they do.
What are the other guys in the show? Who's the like the
Jeremiah's the gigantic
Jeremiah,
Yes.
like
guy, is a real idiot. He's a humongous steroided out like muscle guy, but he cannot say one smart thing to any girl to pick them up ever. He
oh
always
yeah,
says
he's
the
doing all
dumbest
these
shit.
dad jokes all the time.
Oh, yeah.
And the girls are just rolling their eyes and like, just stop talking to me
Yeah.
all the time.
Oh, it's just. And then his brother showed up.
Oh,
yeah.
my god.
Ugh.
That dude has some gross looking hair.
Oh,
That
yeah.
dude's hair, insane.
Well, Also, Jeremiah's like, I feel like the only one with morals in this house, though.
Oh,
like,
definitely.
Jeremiah's just like telling, what's the black gentleman's name?
Lighter Fluid McGee.
That's not it.
Anyway, he's like,
can't remember.
He's just like always constantly getting into fights, wants to go out and fight. And he's like, yo, if you need me, I'm going to back you up. I'll knock in the. And Jeremiah's just like, yeah, I'll get your back if there's like, if they've wronged you. But if you went out and sought it out, like,
You're
I'm
an
not
idiot.
helping.
Right.
Or like, yo, what you said to Amy was terrible. Don't be saying that. Like, you're just like an idiot.
He's
And-
definitely the only one with morals, for sure.
How
And every-
about Kirk?
Kirk, yeah.
That's
That's
his name.
right.
That's why I always
Boom.
forget his name because it's super forgettable compared to like these
Cody
other ones.
Butts.
Cody Butts
Jeremiah.
and Jeremiah and
Gus.
Gus. Yeah, Gus,
Yeah.
the one with the hair. Oh man, people are always picking on Gus with that hair.
Oh,
When he goes
yeah.
out to bars at like dollar draft bars, people are definitely
I
like,
was like, what's going on with your hair, dude?
people are always like kind of insinuating some stuff and they're like, saying some shit.
I mean, he's wearing that pop collars.
Oh,
Popping
yeah.
those collars.
Gosh. So the same person who we saw pee in someone's bed and pee in a
Courtney.
trash
Courtney.
can also pee like
in this
the-
episode, there's a sequence where the women's restroom is out of order, not a bar, so they need to go to the men's room.
the men's room. And what happens?
Oh, you want me to?
Did they
Oh,
pee in the
man.
urinal?
Courtney's like, oh hell yeah, I know how to pee in a urinal. Watch this.
Oh.
Takes her pants down, takes her top off, is holding her boobs barehanded, and bends over and is peeing into a men's urinal.
It was, it was
It's the
crazy.
craziest shot I've ever seen on TV.
I can't believe it was on MTV too.
Yeah. I still don't know why she took her top off.
I definitely don't know why she took her top off.
It didn't make any sense.
Unless like that's just the way that whatever clothing she was wearing worked. That, like she had to take everything off to be able to go to the bathroom.
oh yeah,
I have no idea.
there's a lot of issues.
There was
with
another
restrooms.
peeing shot in that episode too.
Yeah,
Amy was like, they're going to the cabs, and he was like, hold on, I gotta pee. She stands behind the fucking cab outside, drops her
Like-
drawers, and just pees on the street.
like in like the outside of like the parking lot of this club or whatever. They were
outside
just
of the
at.
bar. Like
Yeah.
you couldn't go back into the bar. They probably got kicked out of the bar for
Oh,
fighting.
they definitely got kicked out of that.
They got
bar.
kicked. I don't think they're having places to go because they've got kicked out of like 3 or 4 places already.
Summer's winding down at the PCB.
I don't know if they've showed like them going to the same bar twice.
They definitely have not.
like I'm pretty
They're
sure that's
always
a one
at
and done kind of thing.
They're always at a different bar.
Oh yeah, and there was another shot later in that same episode, or maybe episode 6, where like what's it, Nalise, I think her name is like driving this SUV with like all her girls,
Oh, yeah.
and she's like, "We gotta find a restroom. We gotta find a restroom." She's like freaking out. She's like sweating profusely, like fanning herself, and she basically has the shit, and she's just clenching her butt. And at some point, just pulls over and just goes to this like roadside restroom. Comes back, is like, "I need a bath. It was so bad." She
Oh,
shat herself
God.
so bad she had to take a bath.
Man, they have a lot
Oh.
of bathroom problems
Yeah.
on this
Yeah.
show.
They
Well, I
really
mean,
do.
with the amount of drinking they do,
Oh, yeah.
like they like got in fight on like a Monday night, and then they went out on Tuesday night and got into another fight. And these are just they're like blackout drinking at this point. The one
You
girl,
almost make it like I might enjoy this show now.
oh, you definitely enjoy it. I'm not lying.
Because that's like the kind of random shit that I loved on Jersey Shore.
Yeah, I mean, these people aren't good people. Like you
Oh,
don't
no.
get to know them like Jersey Shore, where
Okay.
like they're like you can reasonably know them and you can kind of commiserate with them. They're like nice people mainly. These people are just idiots doing crazy things.
That sounds great.
And I enjoy it.
They've also somebody asked us when we were watching this last night. Some folks were watching it for the first time, and they were comparing it to Jersey Shore, and they were asking if they have like summer jobs, and they totally do, but they never show it on the show. Like they only
they're,
because
like,
I
doing
think they have
some
so
job.
much-
I don't even know what it is.
It was like
Seems
it
like
was
they're
like
just
a
drinking all
beach
the
shop.
time.
right? Like they're just getting the crazy shit all the time.
well, they had a day off where they all got like a boat. and,
Oh,
like,
yeah.
partied all day.
Yep.
So like at some point, some of them are working every day.
They just don't show because they have so much crazy footage
yeah,
to
they
show.
have so much other.
When the girl's peeing in the urinal, they're like, I don't know. It's either that or we got the shot of them like on the beach, like barely doing any work. Like, what do you think?
Jeez.
So, Chris, when are you headed out to the PCB?
You know, I wouldn't be opposed.
Yo, guys, should we do a live show from the PCB?
If you go to the PCB, you gotta do a live show.
Are we getting
Yeah.
75-cent drafts?
We got to be getting
Yeah.
75-cent draft.
What
At
if
least
you end
dollar
up with
drafts.
$2 draft?
Oh fuck, $2? I don't know.
Well, there was no one in that bar, so I definitely would have left. They're like, no one's here. But he's like, oh, 75 cents draft. Oh, wait, it's $2.
They were also playing pool for a minute and acting like insane playing pool in that bar too.
Oh, there was a lot of
Remember that?
insane grinding,
Yeah.
dancey, twerky kind
Oh
of
my
stuff.
God.
A lot of bumping up on each other. That's crazy. Yeah. Anything else about that one?
No, I think we talked about that show a lot.
So I wanted to ask you about something else if we're moving on,
Yeah.
which is, have we talked about on the pod yet the movie Disaster Artist?
I don't think so.
Well, I don't think we have.
I think we
it's a
should, I think
great
we should get
movie.
some takes.
got
Has everyone
briefly
seen it?
Talked about.
I think we recommended it.
We've recommended it.
I think I
Okay.
briefly talked about in a pod that you and I were not on,
Ah.
featuring a certain Tony Bourdain.
Oh,
Tony.
that one.
Oh, man. Yeah. Oh, I guess we got a service announcement that the numbering on that episode was just off. So
You
Yes.
should
Oh,
keep it to yourself, Chris.
Sweep it under the rug.
Just deny.
instead of episode 37, it was episode 39, the mystery episode.
There you go.
Yeah,
That's
We're
It
not
was a good
apologizing anymore, Chris.
sorry. I watched Black Mirror, first half of the season.
Ooh.
Every episode's different. I'm liking it. First episode, definitely, I think, a little
you're
off
watching
the-
season 1.
season 4.
Oh, okay.
Season 4.
Season-
episode
new
1,
season.
The new season.
Got it. I haven't checked it out yet.
Yeah.
How's it going so far?
The first episode was good. I felt the tech was a little out there, but they really tried to get some sort of Star Trek-y thing going on. But like the second and third episodes definitely like hits you like the old ones.
Oh yeah. You got
But
some
the
thinkers?
endings aren't as like bleak
Mm.
as they have been in the past. So it's a little easier to watch, I think.
Okay.
Like it's not like there's an episode with like I won't
Yeah,
say
yeah.
anything about it, but like no one just like lives are just like
completely
completely
disarray.
trashed.
Yeah.
Not at least no one that you really care about.
Okay.
Yeah.
So just as an FYI to, I think I might have to leave it to a weekend thing where I don't like have to come home from work, then watch it because it's still like it's pretty heart wrenching to watch a lot of times.
Yeah. It's a
It's-
serious show.
it's
Serious
a-
business.
It's like tech and like lives get really, they're not great.
It's gonna be okay, Chris.
Yeah.
We're gonna make it through
It
it, bud.
happens.
All right, on a less serious note, then I wanted to call back a show we did a couple weeks ago, Finding Bigfoot.
Oh,
no,
baby.
please
And-
don't.
Yeah, yeah,
Just wanted to
yeah.
quickly say that I gave it a middle third, and partly because I wasn't sure about its rewatchability. I've since watched more episodes of Finding Bigfoot, and they were super fun. We went to a lake house. We talked about going out squatching in the woods, making all kinds of Finding Bigfoot references.
We did some Bigfoot calls.
We did some calls.
calls.
We did some
We also-
sultry yoo-hoos.
We did some knocking. We did some knocks.
Did a little knocking.
We went
We,
snowmobiling
oh.
to the middle of nowhere and did some use.
It's true. Also, we were in a hot tub in the middle of the night, and what happened on the roof?
There was a Sasquatch.
Right, that threw a rock on the roof, and it forced some snow down off the roof.
Yeah,
So
that makes sense.
Shani claimed it was just snow falling off the roof because it was melting, but it
No.
was definitely Bigfoot.
It was nighttime at that point, so it couldn't have been that.
This
Definitely
is
must
the
have been a
worst thing about this show.
Definitely
by
a
far.
Sasquatch.
But I just wanted to say, I want to apologize to Scott. This is definitely a top third show, and I want to update my ranking.
Wow. Upgrade.
Official upgrade.
Wow.
I think I got to back Rob on this and also join this upgrade
Oh,
train.
man.
Because I put it in dead middle, and the amount of fun that I've had with the jokes and like just the ongoing shenanigans, as much as it pains Chris, and I'm sorry, we still
Can
like
I
you.
downgrade it further?
But it's been so. It was just like it's been kind of fun to just and the random shit and other people that I've run into that are also talking about it, and then also other shows on different networks are also referencing like some of the similar things, in like the Bigfoot mantra of this whole thing. It's just, it's been great. It's just nuts.
So,
Way to go! Way to go, Animal
we
Planet.
definitely got to do a future podcast after we go to the BFRO,
Oh.
and we get them to talk to Chris about his Bigfoot encounters.
I want to take Chris to the BFRO.
Oh, yeah,
for
we
a
gotta
session
take
and
Chris.
strap some
There's no
GoPros and get
way.
some footage of this
0%
thing.
chance.
Dude, Chris, we'll mic you up.
I'm
It'll be a
not
live pod.
leaving
So,
my
Chris-
fucking couch to go anything Bigfoot related.
when they
We'll
when
get
they
you
first
to and
say,
from-
"Have you seen Bigfoot?" You got to put your hand up so they talk to you.
Okay.
Oh,
But then
Alright.
once they talk to you, you just go.
If we're talking about upgrades, I think I kind of want to upgrade Floribama Shore. I feel like I gave it a middle third, and I feel like it might be a top third show. So,
Oh, man.
Insanity.
It's so crazy.
It's a good day. A lot of upgrades.
It's a new
I feel
year,
like
you
I
know?
gotta
New
upgrade
day,
that
new
show.
year, 2018.
You know, there's only so many shows that I've actually continued watching after we've seen them. So, I think we're gonna the official challenge got upgraded to top third. Now Florida Bama Shore gets upgraded.
Oh man,
show.
Good stuff.
It's a couple upgrades for the
And
MTV
I feel
shows right
like
there.
Bigfoot might have been put down to the bottom of the bottom at this point.
Yeesh.
Oh, you're putting it below
Just
Celebrity
downgrade.
Apprentice?
Okay, Chris.
Just because you guys keep bringing it up all the time, this nonsensical bullshit. It's so annoying.
Chris. How many people
Oh no.
would
Oh.
it take to tweet at us to encourage you to go to a BFRO meeting? If we got 5 people to say, "Hey, Chris, you
5
gotta go to
people,
this BFRO
I'll-
meeting."
At the Clear Lorenz.
I'll watch it virtually for 5 people.
Okay. Watch it virtually.
I'll be on the
Oh.
webcam. I'll be on a webcam. I'm
No,
not
we
going anywhere.
We need
For-
you there because we want
Yeah,
them to
not for
talk to
5
you.
tweets. You know,
Chris.
you get me like, it's got to be,
What
maybe
about-
25 tweets and I'll go.
There it is, 25
I'm
tweets.
definitely not
Barset.
going for 5.
What about
No way.
$25?
No. I need fan participation.
Okay.
No, there's way more money to get me to go to anything Bigfoot related.
Would you attend a BFRO meeting if it took place in VR chat?
For 5 tweets, sure.
Okay.
Okay, let's get those tweets going, people.
Harrison, get that bot network going.
Get that botnet going.
Putin, are you listening?
Yeah, Putin, if you're listening.
Oh no.
Tweet at the Chris Lorenz.
All right. Anyone else got anything they want to update with?
No.
All right. Well, you can tweet your Bigfoot related things to @whoputthison, and you can find us on Facebook.com/whoputthison. You can email us questions and suggestions at whoputthison@gmail.com. And we'll see you guys next time.
See ya.